Zed 101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. Zed 101.9 FM.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Zed Wellness Link. My name is Dr. Padiaite, and today we have an interesting topic. Usually we bring experts to come and talk about problems, prevention, and disease conditions and what we can do about it. Today we are talking from the other side. I think the last time we did that was when we were talking about PCOS, where we had a client come in to discuss things from their perspective. Today we have a similar occasion. We are very honored to have in our presence Bridget Yvette Simpi, right?
Yes, please.
She's a breast cancer advocate. She's a social entrepreneur, and she's also a survivor. Bridget, you're welcome.
Thank you, Doc.
It is an honor to have you in our presence. Our listeners need to hear from you to know that indeed, yes, the condition is big. The name is big. It is frightening and intimidating, but it's possible to beat it. So, my first question. What went through your mind the moment they told you this is the diagnosis?
I was finished. That was the end for me.
That is what went. End as in you are dead.
Yes.
Your time is over.
Yeah.
Hey, dead in like 1 day or 2 years or to you it was life had ended that day.
It has ended, and why me? Yeah, why me? Because I was part of several sensitization programs on breast cancer in some communities, Greater Accra and Volta region, and so why me? And especially when I actually saw a lump. Because it was small and painful and painless, I just ignored, and life was going on as usual until it became big and very painful. Then it started with a biopsy first, another test for the staging, and fortunately it was at stage 2. So that was where I had hope that at least it wasn't the end.
Okay. So let me ask a question. Why did you think it was the end the moment they told you the diagnosis?
When I was around 8 years, I actually saw my father's sister, my auntie. I mean, the only auntie at the father's side. They mentioned she died of breast cancer, but I could remember very well how the situation was. The pain she went through, the blister, the sore on her breast, the ulcerations, yeah. And the stench around her that we couldn't even get close to her. And she passed, and they said it was breast cancer, and that was it. Nobody actually was on us, the other family members, especially the females. I also remember her daughter took off, some lumps. That is, she had lumpectomy. I think not even once, but it just. So why did I even ignore mine when I saw the lump? Maybe I didn't know it starts with a lump. If I knew,
I think you knew.
I
think you knew.
Okay, so why I also at the first diagnosis, and if this is the end, why me? And I mentioned that because I was part of several sensitization programs.
Yes.
I was so much into the program, I didn't avail myself of screening.
Aha.
So why me? And I believe those programs had saved some women. But now, during the journey, I just took consolation in the fact that maybe God pulled one ear that I should listen and take care of myself. Yes.
Because you are busy taking care of others.
Yes.
So your aunts on your father's side had history.
Yes.
And you didn't think you were at risk somehow.
I didn't know it was a risk factor.
You didn't know you were a risk factor?
Until during my journey that
you knew it was a risk factor.
I now took time to.
How old were you when you were first diagnosed?
40.
40 years.
40, yeah, 40.
So what happened? You were
40, 41.
You were just doing a normal breast examination?
I actually never did.
So how did you find the lump?
Just.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't an intentional examination.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you found it.
I found the lump.
Okay. So it was an accidental find.
Yeah.
And then you didn't go to the hospital immediately and say, "Hey, I found a lump. Check it out for me."
No.
Why not?
Busy with life. I had my first child at 28. Went back to school. And then had the next one 8 years after. Then 2 followed. So within 5 years, 3.
You were catching up.
Yes. Busy with the normal.
Yeah. Children, life, everything.
Home boss 1. So yes, I was busy with other things. It's a very sociable person, running.
So you saw the lump. Yeah. You felt the lump. You examined it, and you ignored it. For how long?
More than 10 years.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Or as they will say, the Nigerians will say, it's a lie. It's a true.
Not true story. Hey. True story.
The lump was there, and you ignored it for that long.
Yes,
And
Doc.
the only reason why you paid attention to it was because it had grown big
And painful.
and painful.
Very painful.
Listeners should take note of the fact that the initial lamp was painless. And that's what we keep telling people. The first lamp, when it starts, is painless. And that's the time that if you go, the procedure is very small. And like most patients, you waited until it was big and painful. The big didn't worry you as much as the pain.
The big didn't worry because who would even see it was big? I did.
It was the pain.
The pain.
And the pain that pain made you worried you was that it didn't help you to sleep.
Okay, so the pain. One weekend, I drove with my last born. He is now 8. When he was 1.5, he was still breastfeeding. So I drove with him to my hometown for a weekend funeral. So Saturday evening, yes, I remember hanging out with some friends, and you know what happens now. Some shots. Sunday morning, I couldn't even wake up to breastfeed him. Very painful. And because of the history in the family, everybody around me got scared. My big brother, 2 cousins. So a doctor friend in town came to see me and prescribed some antibiotics and painkillers and asked his driver to bring me back to Accra. We came back. After about 3 days, I was okay. So I didn't go to the hospital.
Stubborn Academy. Stubborn.
Presido. I didn't go. That doesn't end there. About a month after, he called. Have you been to in fact, he told me that if I were his wife or girlfriend, he wouldn't have even allowed me to go to Accra, straight to the theater to get that thing out. So when he called checking up on me, he said, you are stubborn. If you don't go to the hospital, you are pushing me to do what I'm not supposed to do. I'll tell your sister. He's a family friend. I'll tell your sister. And truly, I think he told my sister. So I went. I actually spoke to my gynae who directed me to an oncologist, surgeon. And so that was where it began. Stubborn.
No, thank you very much for your honesty, because this is one of the things that we have seen and we've experienced. And we don't quite understand why, but we know that a lot of patients go through exactly what you are going through. I don't know whether it's the fear of, hey, when I go, they'll tell me this and I don't want to hear it. Or it's not bothering me right now, so I don't want to do it right now. But somehow, for some reason, they don't want to go early. God has saved you. Yeah. Because for that duration of waiting and to get to the extent of pain, for it to still be only stage 2 and not 4 at that time, after that, over 10 years, it's a miracle in its own self.
It's grace.
And we are grateful to God. There's more work for you to do on this earth.
And
a lot more work for you to do on this earth, indeed.
Already.
You have been favored plus.
For a reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're enjoying this fascinating story. We shall take our first break. And our song for today the first song is Amen by Timmy Dakolo.
Zed 101.9 FM.
Bridget Yvette Simpi, and she's talking to us about her journey with breast cancer and how she was able to give it a knockout punch. Bridget.
Yes, doctor.
So eventually, after you were convinced by pain and suffering and not advice to go to hospital,
yeah.
When you went, what happened?
Okay, so when I went to the hospital, the doctor examined and said I will need to do a biopsy. So a true cut,
True cut, yes. How big was the lump at that time?
It was more than 2, slightly more than 2.
2
I would have
centimeters.
just had a lumpectomy.
Okay.
Yes, so we did a biopsy actually on the 2 breasts. But the other one, there was actually a smaller one in the other one. But it turned out to just be, I was still breastfeeding, so just milk calcifications, yeah. So then the follow-up for the staging, like I said, so she called that I should come with a very close person.
Yeah, we had that discussion. When they tell you that come with a close relative, how does that make you feel?
Well, it drew me closer.
It didn't make you more nervous that you're coming to
It drew me closer to the fact, to reality.
Okay.
But I mean, at that point, it has happened already. The lump is still there. So I asked her, what next? And then she said, surgery. And she was looking me straight in the eye. I said, surgery, okay, to take the lump? I said, no. The whole breast. I said, oh, how? She said, yes. Because she saw that then she took the picture to the screen and was showing me it was close to the nipple area. She sees some. I said, no. So, again, when I left her office, another 1 month.
You disappeared?
Yes.
Hey.
I disappeared because...
You couldn't come to terms with the fact that...
And, I mean, after she said that, I didn't ask any further question. I was just tearing like a waterfall. And she was watching, still watching. So in my mind, I said, this woman is wicked. You want to just cut a fellow woman's breast
just
off
like that.
Just like that. And especially me that when I dress, I want to heap it small. No way. But in my mind, I said, well, you sit here. I'm gone. And I left. Then a month after, God saved me again. She called. Bridget, I responded. When are you coming to Dr. Josephine in Safo of Kolebu? When are you coming to start your treatment? I kept quiet. I said, Bridget, if you don't come, we'll come for you. Then I had a gut to ask her, but do you know my house? And she said, oh, you think have you forgotten your information is on the folder? Yes. I said, okay, I'll come. So I went back, I went to see her. I said, okay, doc. Then she referred me to a psychologist, a counselor. It was that call and my session with the counselor, that was the turning point to now accept reality and choose to live or die. So I scheduled, and I managed to convince her to start with chemotherapy because I still wanted to save the breast. But interestingly, during the chemo period of 6 months, I ordered a book on breast cancer from John Hopkins. So I tutored myself. I became a student of breast cancer, understanding everything. So when the children are going to school, I pull the book, put my diagnosis by their side. Then I type in the difficult words to understand. Then I read. So I now understood why. Interestingly, after about the 3rd cycle, that lump disappeared totally.
Lovely.
It disappeared beautifully. So, but after, we met again, and I asked her, so can't you spare me? And I think knowing how stubborn I was, I could run away again. She said, no, Bridget, I have my vacation, but because of you, we'll have the surgery before I leave. I said, okay. I wouldn't run away this time. And you may ask, why did I now decide on the mastectomy after the lump has disappeared? My type wasn't the hormonal receptive, where I could be on medication for long. It is the aggressive type and could easily come back. Just like maybe a balloon that has been deflated, the membrane, it's still there. So I agreed. I agreed to the mastectomy. It was difficult, but I had to. I had to take the scar. Yes.
I have a fight with them about the scar, but that's a different. When we get to the end, we'll talk about that thing.
We have to fight them.
Yeah, we have to do something about it.
Oh yes, I think it has improved now. It has improved, because that was scaring a lot of people away. In fact, with the knowledge I have now, I would have opted for in fact, the option was there. It was about affordability. The finances were not too good. I would have still have my breasts out there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Last week, I had a fight with the surgeons.
Yes,
you offer them the reconstructive on day one.
They do, but I don't know this thing about cancer. Maybe we come to it later. That when it starts, everything of yours stops. Like you money can be beside you and you forget you have money. That, I don't know, maybe another day we'll talk about that. Cost of treatment and those things. Yeah, I had the option to do that. In fact, even one of my cousins who came on board the journey offered that I go outside the country, but she was going to sponsor everything. I trusted the team here.
That was fine. But
yes.
The plastic surgery too could have been done here.
Yes, but then I didn't want to put that burden on her. I didn't want to put that on her. So let me go carry with the hope that I'll do a reconstruction. But as I sit here, I don't think it's necessary. For who? Another baby to suck, where they will not get breast milk. Yes, I'm done with childbirth and I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yes.
So they did a surgery.
Yes.
And how was the recovery?
Surgery recovery. I was in the ward. An incident happened. Not in the ward, in the recovery. I think I reacted to one of the medications and had to go back again. So within about 24 hours, I went in twice. But it healed beautifully. But because of the second one, it was more, how would I say, severe than. I didn't see the first one. It was all plastered.
Okay.
But maybe because of the second one. But I recovered beautifully.
Yeah.
I had my Santo hair.
From the chemo.
Oh, yes. And I was fine.
You just enjoy a new hairstyle for a while.
Yeah, and I love the one that even came back.
We need to get special hairdressers just for, the way to...
Maybe just during that period, yeah. And so recovery wasn't a problem for me.
Were you able to...
I had...
After the surgery, were you able to do the things that you normally wanted to do?
Not fully. So when I came home, because the children were not involved in the counseling, they didn't know what I was going through. Even during the 6 months chemo period, the only thing they saw was the Sakura hair and they questioned. And
what did you tell them?
But 2 boys, 2 girls. One girl was very young. I said, but you guys always have Sakura.
So me too, I'm doing something.
Sure, so me too, I'm on Sakura to be...
to match you guys.
Thank you. So I had a wonderful nanny then, and she saw how exhausted I was. So she offered that she moved out with the keys to my sister's place. And then I have some time to myself. So for about a whole month, they were away. And so I had good time healing. Good time healing.
You were offered chemo. You were offered surgery. What else were you offered?
Radiotherapy.
Radiotherapy. What else?
That's all.
So you offered 3.
Yeah.
Were you given a chance to choose which ones you wanted?
No.
They told you the ones that would
Those
work.
were the plans. Drastically like that.
And they explained why each one was necessary.
Yes, and I read about it also, why they were necessary.
At what point did you have the radiotherapy?
After chemo surgery, radio
Radiotherapy
was last.
Okay. What were the side effects you experienced? Let's start from the radiotherapy. That was the last one.
Okay, so after radiotherapy, the process itself is painless, but the fatigue, sore throat I experienced. And the last one, after the last one, I didn't know that water no go area. I was just feeling, it was itching. This one, don't say stubborn.
And you scratched?
I did,
It's
beautifully.
not your fault, it was itchy.
Beautifully. And guess what? I call it corrosion. The whole
But the itchiness was actually part
of the side effect.
of the reaction, yeah.
Yes. The whole area of
The skin, yeah. But it has healed now.
difficult sleep. Oh yes, it healed. But it took about 3 weeks of the same sleeping position. You can imagine.
You can't turn. If you turn,
Why would you turn? The arm cannot even rest
Yeah, on it.
on the side. It was painful. That one was painful.
Okay. So that's where the radiation gave you issues.
Yeah.
The chemo.
Loss of hair. The chills. Till date, numbness under my soul. Yeah. I experienced a sore throat too. Loss of appetite. I couldn't taste what is food. I know this is
So you
banana.
could smell it, but you couldn't taste it. Okay.
Just because you have to eat, I was eating. For about a week, then I would recover. And
Until
the
the next
third
dose.
week, bang.
It's the drug affects the fast multiplying cells.
Yes.
And that is why your hair is affected. And that's
Yes.
why the inside of your mouth too is affected. And for some too, even the inside of the vagina is affected.
Yes. I experienced
It's the nature
all
of
that. Yeah.
But all in all, they were manageable.
Oh yes. I managed through. Oh.
So considering the challenges that you faced in the treatment process, was it worth it?
Oh yes, it was.
Why do you say so?
It was, but because what else could kill the cells? I keep asking myself. We read in the books, the food, some foods, soursop, dandelion roots. I'm somebody who is not very good at medications. And I've always been praying to God that I shouldn't be on a medication for life. Then I will die that day. Because I even paracetamol,
You
I
never finished the course.
swallow. No, I will swallow. I can't chew. I don't like it. So, if this is what will treat me, why not? Right treatment. That was what I did.
Yeah.
Unlike herbal churches, it worked for some people, they claim. But, this is scientific.
How did you manage with the side effects?
Well,
Were there any special tricks that you used?
no, for instance, when I had the chills, yes, I'll just lay in bed, hot sips with my comforter, sometimes sun bath. Yeah. The feet massage. As for the hair loss, I mean, even we have the hair on and we have wig caps.
So that
How
was,
much less is on a sakura head?
that wasn't the problem.
Oh,
It was
not at
whenever your
all.
time
Not
takes.
at all. Simple wig. I mean, wig caps was doing the trick. Yes.
And the taste. You mean you ate?
I mean, I
Did
took
you have?
the
You had sore throat at some point and a sore mouth.
yes, sore through some mouth. I just took lime and honey sips. Yes,
And it helped.
it helped.
Were you able to work during that period?
No work. I tried during the COVID. I started my chemo during COVID. So in fact,
That's another double
when
punishment.
the whole world was crying over lockdown, I said, "You people, God." In fact, I'll share an experience. God has locked the whole world down for me.
There's no traffic.
Okay,
between you
so
and
when I started my treatment, even before that, I wasn't working rigorously. So people, think you are being lazy, you don't want to work. And then when you are having treatment, they advise you stay out of social places because of infections.
Yeah.
So even church, I couldn't go to church. And then just before the lockdown, I had a contract to supply a commodity to a company, a food manufacturing company. I drove from Ogbojo to industrial area in less than 30 minutes because it was locked down. I said, wow. Wonderful. God, lock them down more for us. Because I'd spent money, I need to recover that. So that was that. But I couldn't do much. You just wouldn't have, you don't have the energy to do it. But the little I can do, even, yes, I did.
Yeah. How long was your treatment cycle from when you started chemo till when the radiation ended?
Yeah, it took about a year because chemo was like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's say 8 months, surgery and then radiation followed I didn't now give space at all. It just followed, so about 8 months, yeah.
And on this thing, so when you were doing chemo, it was
6 months.
every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks, one.
Every 3 weeks, you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
You sit in the chair. They put something in your arm, and then they give you the medication.
Yes.
And then when they finish the chemo today, you start feeling unwell when?
About the third day.
3 days after is when you start feeling really ill.
The first one, after the third day.
Yeah.
In fact, before the chemo, I intentionally had a down cut, not sakura.
Yes.
Just cut my hair low. So the third day, I wanted to be sure what I read, what I've been told will happen. So I just pulled a bit and oh wow, beautiful. It came off.
The hair came off?
Yes. So as if it was just waiting for me to pull it out. you get that? Another part, if just pulled off. Pulled off. So I just took a razor in front of the mirror.
And just
finish
the sakura job.
Yes. So I did the sakura myself now. And then.
So that's for the hair loss. Get ready for it. Prepare for it.
I hear it doesn't happen to everybody. I hear so. Well, for me, I was prepared for it.
I think it happens too. But most people suffer some kind of hair loss.
So I had it. I had my wigs ready. So it happened.
It's just fascinating how you were able to adjust from denial to I will do whatever it takes. What caused that switch from this is not true, I'm running away, you doctor, you want to worry me, you are wicked, to doctor, I am here, do what you have to do? What triggered that switch? I'm
a very positive person, and I read a book, The Secret. So positive affirmations. after I left the session with the counselor and I go home, I said, stop. I spoke to myself, stop being silly and get this thing done and leave. And I turn and look at my children. I said, okay.
I have to do it for these ones.
And so I have a journal. So I wrote out the affirmations. The only one that I would say I defied was accepting to do the mistake, because I affirmed that I wasn't going to lose my breast. And maybe I was too quick to accept the mastectomy. Like you said, I could have even done the reconstruction or the implant here, but it's okay. Maybe I accept that I needed the scar. Yes.
Yeah.
I needed the scar, and it's fine.
Bridget.
Yes, Doc.
You be powerful. You be
Thank you, Doc.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall take a short break. Our next song is We Move by Mercy Chinwo.
Zed 101.
Zed Wellness Link. And my name is Dr. Padiaiti. I'm your host. And today we are talking to a breast cancer survivor. It's been a brilliant conversation. This is something that we've really enjoyed. Yes, we are talking about a difficult subject, but our guest, Bridget Yvette Simpi, has made this a lovely program. Bridget.
Yes, Dr. IT.
Do you have any long-term side effects after the surgery? After the treatment?
Yes. I still feel numbness in my soul.
The sole of your
my
feet.
Yeah.
And you think that one is from the...
Yes, it wasn't, it
It's
was
from
during
the
the
which one? The
treatment.
chemo?
The chemo.
The chemo, okay.
Yes, the chemo. It's still there. Tingling, numbness. Yes, apart from that, occasionally fatigue.
Occasional fatigue.
Occasional fatigue.
Do you still have the chills?
No,
It's all
not
gone.
always. Not always. But anytime I don't eat well, I overwork, I experience it. So I'm now intentional about my well-being. Yeah, I'm trying hard.
So tell us, what steps are you taking to be healthy now?
Eating right.
Mm-hmm.
One thing with me, I am a good cook, but after everything, sometimes I'm not able to enjoy it. I hope it's normal, but now I intentionally put it together and I enjoy it. And when I go out, I'm very selective
Of what you eat.
of what I eat. If I have to buy outside, I'm very selective. Yeah. And doing away with too much processed foods. Yeah. Trying to do fresh, natural. Fresh. Yeah.
Is there anything that you were doing before or eating before or any kind of activity that you were exposed to before that you think may have contributed to you, apart from genetics, getting this condition?
Yes, the risk factors, alcohol, smoke, and the environment, the environmental factors. So I don't like getting into too much smoky or stuffy areas. Even if I do, the nose mask has come to stay. So I always have it in my...
No, but that's what I'm saying. Before you actually had your diagnosis, was there anything that you think maybe, a little bit of alcohol may have contributed?
Oh yes, alcohol, yeah. I not totally off, but limited. I cut it down here. And staying out too late would I say nocturnal? Yeah, I can stay out late. Yes, but now I try to rest. Yeah.
And you're giving your body maximum respect.
Of course, self-love.
Do you still have to go to hospital? Do you still have to go for checkups?
Yes, so after treatment, I was going, I've forgotten, but I'm now going yearly. It used to be, it got to 6 months, now it's yearly. Very soon I'll be cleared. Not to come again. And each time I go,
please, you have to go.
Amen.
Let them go and check and make sure that you are fine.
Yes.
It is your
I do my
health certificate.
I do my yearly mammogram and the ultrasound. Yes. So I do the yearly checks.
Checks up now.
Yes.
Yeah. So your doctor is happy with you.
Oh yes, she is. You can ask her.
Are there many of you in the survivor group?
A lot.
A lot. You have classmates, you have seniors, you have juniors.
A lot. Babies. We are body babies every day.
Surviving.
Yes. Surviving. Some are giving up.
What do you think is the key to survival?
Accepting reality. Being positive. For me.
Accepting the reality and being positive that you will get a good outcome. So
Yes,
that means you're not giving up.
You're not giving up. You are fighting this to the end. You are winning.
You're declaring victory from day one.
Yes.
You will win.
And walk it.
Yeah. Yes. Work it too.
Yes.
Do what has to be done.
Of course. And for me, sometimes, if not for discussions, I don't even want to mention it. CANCR. It doesn't even exist.
It doesn't exist.
In my mind. So, reality, intentionality, especially with lifestyle, very important. Sometimes, I steal some of the things and say, today's will not kill me. Just a little. For instance, we've been advised to stay off sugar. The alternatives. We have honey. How sure are you it's pure? The purest honey I can boast of was taken from my own house, from a tree.
Yes.
I was there.
Yeah.
That was the purest I have.
Yes.
Maybe I should start farming.
Maybe you should.
Oh yes, because I enjoy farming. Maybe we should think about, yes, producing honey, the authentic honey. So I don't do a lot of sugar. or sugary food, fizzy drinks, even the juices, the acclaimed pure juices. Only God knows how pure they are. Unless you prepare in your own kitchen. And they still
have quite a bit of sugar inside.
Thank you. Unless you prepare in your own. However, that's a natural fruit sugar. Yes. So those are the key to survival. And trying to go back to your normal. Your normal. Doing the things you love doing. To take your mind off the ordeal that you have been through. I've made new friends throughout the journey, and I know those to keep. And even with family life now, even with the children that I pleaded with God to help me stay for, I still draw the boundaries. When they are crossing, I react. Sometimes I overreact. Just this weekend, one of the boys asked me, he stood and folded his arms and asked, something happened. He said, "Mommy, are you acting?" I said, I told him, it's for real. I'm not acting. So even on them,
yes,
I draw boundaries. How much more whoever?
Yeah.
Yes, that is me now.
How has your thinking changed after all this experience?
First of all, I now see life as something we should cherish, especially when I started the advocacy and some women within my circles that I have navigated through the journey. I don't want to mention the name, the number, but a good number are dying because I get to them at their last stages. Some of them didn't report early, and so I keep praying to have the strength to carry out the advocacy. Yes, it's either we are not advocating enough, or they have just decided to not listen like I also did. And so I sometimes, when people are hard on them, I have been through it, so I handle them. Yes. I'm a professional teacher, though not teaching now. So you are given a class full of at least 30 individuals that you don't know, but you have to handle.
Yes.
And so I'm able to handle them. When I see them die, I've never been there to see one die, but mostly when they die and I think about their situation, one of them that moved me most was an only child of the mother, but she was so superstitious that even during chemo, when her lamp was disappearing, and she knew that it was this person that was causing her, I was helpless because I didn't know what I could do again, and she died. The advocacy must come on. So to society on stigmatization, my thinking now is that a lot of people out there, or a lot of us, are very ignorant. Even learned people are ignorant to think that because I'm a cancer survivor or a cancer patient, you stigmatize me. It rather exposes how ignorant you are. And so I pity them rather.
I don't understand. Why should they stigmatize you because you are... Why should they stigmatize somebody because they've got cancer? I
don't understand either why we should be stigmatized. We are sometimes stigmatized. They forget that you were you before cancer.
And you are still you after cancer.
And so because you are a cancer survivor, they classify you somehow you are poor, you are going to die soon, and so we are just waiting for you to die. You get it? Oh, you dear, you are finished. Who says I'm finished? And we see them.
You see them die. You are burying them.
We are here and we are burying them. And so that's why I pity them. That's why they are very ignorant. And so we educate them that we are living, we will live. We have survived.
There was a story that, not long ago. So a football player died in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his former colleague or coach or something went to the funeral and, gave his condolences and everything. Then that person died, and the football player died. So they went to give their respects. Mm-hmm. Then that person went to give their respect, died, and he was even buried before the first guy was buried.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think that's made you stronger?
Very stronger. Because it has what doesn't kill you
makes you stronger.
Yes, it makes us stronger. But we are like wounded lions, eh? Yes, we are like wounded lions. So sometimes we and it's because of lack of the education. Otherwise, for us to go through this treatment, you should know that we are not normal anymore. And so sometimes when I react in certain ways, I want you rather to know that I am not normal anymore. I hope you get me.
I've been through the fire and back. Therefore,
I've been baked, roasted. So I'm not the same.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, people think we should still be normal. No. Psychologically, physically, even our confidence sometimes is affected as women. The breast that makes you a woman is gone. And so you don't expect me to still flaunt my...
Yes, like
you get it? Yeah.
And it's a toll on you.
Yes.
How did the children cope?
Well, also, when they got to know... apart from the toll he had on them, the first one, then she was writing a BC, and it affected her results. She told me.
That wasn't the best time for her to find that out.
She found out because she was the eldest. She found out, and especially when I was too sick, I couldn't drive. I had a driver, yes, but I think he left. He didn't know I was going through it either. So he left at the onset, and I didn't bother, and so I was dropping her, picking her, but when she wasn't getting that and she knew this was what was happening, it had a toll on her. I have one of them has special needs. She's the one that I feel it's affected her most because I wasn't giving her full attention. She's difficult to handle, and it's not the normal cases that we know, like autism or CP, that I could say, just strap her down and do my normal thing. She has Angelman syndrome. I don't know whether
I'll have to check.
Good, you have to check. Very rare, and I had to deal with it. It's affected them. Now they are normal. They are normal seeing me home when I'm not in my bra. They are normal with it now. Yeah. But before then, the youngest who was breastfeeding then would ask, "Mommy, where is one Nono?" And I told him it's with the doctor. He's sick with the doctor. When the doctor finished treating it, I'll bring it back. But during the treatment, he was weaned off even before I started treatment.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's now 8 years.
That's right.
In fact, the last time he was in one of the studios with me. Yes.
He's a big boy now.
Yes, so now the breast cancer thing, they now understand it.
Their mother is a strong woman.
Yes.
She's been to hell and back. See, the Bible says, teach us to count our days. And a friend of mine recently said I should count how many days I have between now and 70.
Oh,
Because if he says God said he has given you 70 years,
and the rest.
and beyond that is grace. So you count how many months you have left between now and 70.
And what God will add.
And then ask yourself, is it enough time to do the things you want to do? And if not, then make the most of these days. So some of the things that we all have to be conscious about. I guess when you have a diagnosis of this sort, you are very conscious of, hey, how much time do I have left? And let me make the most of that time.
I don't even have, keep that trouble of even thinking about that. For all I care, I'm going to have my fulfilled life.
70 plus.
My purpose-driven life. Yes. Whatever legacy, the impact I'm making, that one is it.
So there's a woman out there who has been told, she's just received a diagnosis that she's got breast cancer. Actually, no one. Just received a diagnosis. The doctors are not even too clear about what type, what this. They're still running plenty of tests. What message can you give to her?
Newly diagnosed.
Newly diagnosed.
She shouldn't be, no cause for alarm. No cause for alarm. Because it can be dealt with. If we are out here talking about it, we have been through it. People have survived 20 years plus, 50. I know, I've not heard 50, but 20 plus. And
down there, you've seen them.
Oh, yes. We've seen them. So you can just join the queue and let's go. I told one young one, the young one, they told her she can't even give her. I say, hey, who says? Just last night I had one. Her diagnosis said she had 3 months to live. She has survived 15 years. And isn't that grace? It's just their story.
Not your story.
No.
And even now, for women who are young and they don't have children, the option is there they can be stimulated, their eggs harvested, the eggs frozen, and then they have their cancer treatment. If after the cancer treatment their eggs are good, then no problem. If the eggs are not very good, their eggs are in the freezer that are available for them. That option is available for them even in this country. And because too many of them are thinking of the fact that you haven't given birth, you tend to give birth in future. Meanwhile, there are options available for you to, preserve your fertility and still go ahead and get your treatment. There are even injections that we give to you around the time you are doing that, which is protective against your existing eggs. So the options do exist. It's just a matter of how people need to know about it and get the right kind of counseling. I think the discussion with the psychologist helped.
Yes, but back to your issue of frozen eggs, it comes with cost. It's not everybody who can afford that. But the question even is, who says we are all supposed to even give birth?
Good question.
Good. So
some people are there without that treatment and they are still not giving birth. So hey.
So who says that we should all come and give birth? So if that is your fate, accept it. Accept the reality. Move on.
And do well.
Life goes on. Yes, you said something last before I got back to your last.
Bridget.
Yes, doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we've been talking to Bridget Yvette Simpi, a social entrepreneur, a breast cancer advocate, and a breast cancer survivor. She has enlightened us on this subject, what it is like to actually go through it, and how stubbornness is normal. So we shouldn't be too upset as clinicians.
It's normal.
It's all part of the shock and
awe. We are all in the class, from class 1 to university.
But eventually, acceptance comes, awareness comes, and a willingness to undertake the treatment comes. And if by the grace of God, we are able to catch it early enough, we have such stories to share. I'm grateful for your time. This has been the Zed Wellness Link. And we shall leave you with our song, titled Lover of My Soul by Elliot Lamptey. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank
it has
you,
indeed been a
Dr.
pleasure.
Lamptey.
Bridget,
Yes,
hope
Doc.
to see you again very soon.
Sure.
Talking about Mortons.
Yeah,
Mortons.
yeah.
Mortons. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you too, Doc. Thanks for having me.
Zed 101.9.